Go live this way, and now I only do live once a week, and I do the Zoom live. So I'm checking this out, bringing back the old school way just for today, because today was, you know what day? I don't think I could say the E word. I'm telling you, because when I say the E word, my videos are getting no views. I think Google's doing something when you use the E word, the word that begins with the E and ends in the N. But let's see how I'm doing. So give me a minute so I could kind of sort this out, make sure that I am live, and it looks like I'm live. And I don't know where I can see my views or anything like that. But if you're in here, kind of get in here and let me know what you see. All right. See, let's do that. Let me make sure. All right. Anyway, I am recording this at the same time, so I'll just kind of move on. And if it doesn't go live, if for some reason I'm not live, I'll just upload the video. All right. So it's been a crazy day. It's been, I hate to say it, but I've been right. I've been right, man. If you followed my channel, you made a lot of money. If you followed my trades, just telling me I'm live, my own. I don't know what it's doing. I drink that Kool-Aid. If you followed my trades, I'm live. Okay, so I basically came out Sunday and I was like, man, this, you said you're holding, you playing back. I'm having you playing back on my other phone, babe. All right, so I got the jewelry box in here, my babe. So, babe, everything sound good? You got the vocals and all that stuff? Okay, yeah, I think so. So I'm live the old school way. All right, let's get to it. I'm glad you came in because I had no idea if I was live or not. I do got the chat on because I am very bad with the chat. So if I miss the chat, just go ahead and say it again, man. I'll get up in there. All right, she says I'm good to go, so I can start this video. All right, so yeah, Sunday I came out and I was like, man, everybody's bearish. This is BS. I never seen anything like it before. I went to hundreds of YouTube channels. All right, tens of YouTube channels. The people that I like. I went to every professional on CNBC, Bloomberg, wherever. Every article, newspaper, nice trade rags to riches. I gave you a Twitter. That was nice, man. Hey, I nailed it too, man. Look, I don't normally show you my trades. I don't normally show you. Here it is right here. Of 7,695. 8 racks for the most part. And I was like, hey, I'm in the stocks that's booming. Google and Facebook. That's it. That's Google and Facebook profits right there. I didn't even look at PayPal, but I'm glad you was able to I noticed you was on that 1 day option. So that was a bold call. I can't trade those, man. You either make the money or you lose it all. You know what I'm saying? So nice trade though, man, on that PayPal, because PayPal's ripping, I believe, too. All of them. Look at the Nasdaq's up 3.7. When I saw the futures last night, the Nasdaq was limit up. It got limit up around 10 o'clock, and I was trying to figure out, what did it see? Did it see a B win, or did it see a T win? I'm kind of trying to stay away from those names because for some reason, I don't think the tube is liking them. So I'm like, I don't know. And I'm sitting there watching that stuff all night long, and I don't know. They was just ripping. It was crazy. And then after he came on, is like, oh, we got to contest it and all that crap. Then it went down. I was like, oh, here we go. And then it ripped right back up. So I'm like, oh, man, it wants to be up. It wants to be higher. So when the market opened up, I got longer. As soon as it opened up, I got longer Google because I just knew it. I had a little hunch, and sure enough, I was right. Oh, okay. Why did I? Okay, cool. All right, that's a good option right there. For some reason, I could have sworn I must have looked at that January and was just thinking it was 1 day out. I don't know. Yeah, but that was nice. I think you know what I would have done if I was you? Well, you took the profits and ran. Maybe a call spread. Maybe kind of sell which one? Sell a 220 or something like that, a 200. Just kind of spread it out. Maybe even a 195, and just to see what happens. Right. I'm gonna pull up before I get to that. I'll pull up PayPal in a minute. So look at that, man. The tech stocks. Look at Amazon up 6. This, by the way, this is my first time looking at the market other than my P&L. So, wow. These moves are incredible on top of the moves that we already had early in the week. So I am so glad I put out that video because I love being right. I ain't going to lie, man. You do a channel like this, I mean, people ain't going to follow you if you ain't right. But it just seemed too obvious. So like I was saying before you jumped in, Rags to Rich, I was like, man, there's no way. There's no way everyone's getting out and we all going to sit on the side and watch the market go down. And then, oh, it's down. Let's get back in. That ain't happening. So that's why I was like, I think it goes up. It just goes up. And I stayed in the stocks that was kind of hot in the Facebook and the Google. And you can see exactly what happened. For the most part, using any of these. Microsoft, I missed the, I was afraid to do like a UNH up 11% because this all depended on who was going to win the E, right? Who was going to win. It was, and since the B is going to win, you know, these health scares are ripping. These health care plans are ripping. I want the UNH for my long-term portfolio. I can never get up. I don't know. I got to get in there one day, but damn, up 12%. That's crazy. Look at the CI up 13. And is that Anthem up 12? It's unbelievable. The healthcare stocks. Wow. Anyway, you thinking these are ripping. These is like incredible. All right, so let's get, and back here, the VIX up, the VIX down 17%. I don't remember the last time the VIX was down this much. Also, I had mentioned in the video, I think it was the day before Sunday, whatever the video was before Sunday, it could have been Friday. I said the VIX is 40, so let's go ahead and just pull that up. I'm gonna start with the VIX. And I was like, yeah, see, I got them highlighted. I was like, man, we don't go this high. You know, it only been this high, and I counted them out. It was something like, let me pull up the monthly. Something like 8 times since 2000. I counted this level, right? It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And every single time, it's been a buying opportunity. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, I'm going long, and on top of everybody being out. There was a lot of money on the sidelines. So the only time this level failed was here, right? Early March, but we was talking about the Roni thing and back here in 2008, which was totally different. It was a financial crisis, so those were kind of like oddball type situations. It's like, okay, there's not going to be a financial crisis this week, and there's not going to be a new Roni thing going on. All right, so that's why I was like, yeah, man. Yeah, and if you look at the daily, look how it just collapsed right there. Wow. Not saying that it's not going to continue to go up, but I guess all of this premium that was developing was straight from the elections, so it hit it in just, okay. And I just think it didn't matter. And I was kind of saying that in the videos as well. I was like, it doesn't care. It knows, B is going to win. So it can't be, basically, the E word is gone, right? Yesterday is gone. And now, even though it's going to take a couple of days, we could focus. We could just focus a little bit better. Then I think once they even pick the winner, we could even focus that much more. So that's my thing. And maybe, I don't know if we go down. We're in 30. We under 30. I don't know how low it goes, but I know it was kind of at the extreme high. So I could tell you that much. You said you end up buying the 110, 120 call debit spread with half the... All right, cool. So you're still kind of in the trade. Let's pull that up real quick. Yeah, your stock is doing up. Yeah, it's about my stock, 7%. I like it. I think I might have stayed long. I mean, look. I mean, we bounced off support. Look at the stochastic coming out. You got good volume today. Right? We still got another hour and 10 minutes to go. I actually like it to kind of continue to go up, right? Earnings is even out the way. So, am I in PayPal? No, I'm in Square in my my long-term portfolio, and Square is up 7.4%. Yeah, all of these stocks. Right. It actually made, let me get rid of all these drawings. Y'all can see I was trying to figure this. I'm trying to figure it out. I got all kinds of things going on. So nice bounce there, man. I think, look at the stock. I think these things can run. I know it's been crazy yesterday and the day before, and it looks like they can run. We'll see what happens. You know, this is the biggest 3-day rally since, what they say, sometimes in March. But it was weird yesterday. It was almost a fake out. What day was that? Was it here? Was it yesterday? This day. This was Monday. Yeah, Monday. See, we gapped up and stocks went up and then they just sold off. And that made me go, that sell-off right here. Let me pull up Google and I'll explain you what I was thinking. All right, so you know what I was thinking Sunday night? I made a video. And so this popped. No, here it is. Let me pull this over. Stocks popped. This is Google, right? And I'm like, yeah, all right. Then it sold off. I'm like, okay. I don't like that. And then they popped again on Tuesday, which was the day we did our little thing. You know, we picked. And then I got short. I basically took my calls and I covered them for the most. Basically, I got less long Google. So I was like, okay. And the seller, and it held. And it made me, when it held, I was like, I think I did the wrong thing. I think, the places that we go to pull the trigger, it was closing. Listen to me trying to fool Google. And then we had a slight sell-off at the end of the day. But I was like, I don't know. And then when I saw them futures last night and how they recovered and bounced back up and limit up, so soon as it opened up, I just knew to go long. For some reason, the futures was wanting, the text was wanting to rip. Even when the S&P was down 1%, I think the Dow was down 1.5%. The S&P was down like 1%, I think. And the NASDAQ was still up like 0.5%. So I was like, wow. So that was a good trade. This week has been probably my best week trading, all because I was on the right side of the trade and I was in the right stocks. So I'm very happy. Like I showed y'all, this up 7,700. I trade 4 accounts. I'll give you a hint. They all about the same. So yeah, man, I can go buy a nice small car today. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. You need days like this to kind of, I don't know, it's to feel good. Also, it good days to manage. And I'm still staying long. I'm not getting out. I'm staying. Matter of fact, I got leaps, by the way. So I own the Google. I'm in Google and Facebook. I'm not gonna think about getting out of Facebook until it's in the 330s, somewhere in there. And if it doesn't get there, oh well. That's why you want days like today, because you could kind of be like, all right, it allows you to be more patient. And then Google, I'm probably, when it hits maybe 2,000, I'll think about it. I think it's going up there. 819. I mean, shoot, the thing is up 108 points today. It was up the day before yet. What was it? Basically, just a couple of days ago. What day is this? October 1st. This is the monthly. Let me pull up the daily. Yeah, just right here. No, we'll go right here. I won't even. It was just 1,600 like 3 days ago. Now it's 1,750. They had a great earnings report. It's also a stock that didn't run when everything was running. And finally, new high. New high. I love new highs. No more resistance. Let's see how high we can go. So I'm going to hold on to that for a while. And that's going to be my trade. I'm not trading much. I'm trading those 2 stocks and I'm just done. So, hey, Cashmatic, what's up, man? Are you still in? Yeah, still in the Facebook. I'm glad I put it out there and still in the Facebook. 8 point. This is an incredible day. $22, up 8.5%. Yeah, still in the Facebook, still in the Google. Twitter, I heard. I mean, Twitter even got some action. No, okay, yesterday. Yesterday was up 5%, I believe, and it's a little weak today. Remember, I was like, I'm done with the Twitter. I'm done. And good thing. It's not doing that well. I mean, it is up 2% is nice, but when everything is up 8 and 10 and 12, and so that's the money. The people that pulled out And first of all, there was already money on the sideline. And then you had the people that pulled out, right, waiting for the drop. The big drop's coming. We're just going to sit back and put all our money in when it hits the bottom. Now they got to put their money in. They're already 5% back, whatever. And so you got we got the stimulus coming, but most likely it's not going to be as big because the Congress, I think, lost some seats, and the other side that begins with an S, it's not going to be, basically, it's going to be what, 50-50? What is it over there? They're not going to take control. So, all that, it's just going to be less, not as much. And that's why the XLI, I believe, is taking a hit, those industrials. Actually, a nice little comeback. Hold on, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. All right, I could have sworn they was getting killed today. Let me see Caterpillar. Caterpillar down 6.6%. I thought the XLI was being killed even more. So it dropped down big, and then it started to rally up. So, okay. It might come back alive. I like the XLI. In my regular portfolio, I bought some EEM, up 3.28%. I mentioned this back in one of my videos. And I just bought the stock. And one of my portfolios is straight stocks and a little bit some call spreads, but mostly stocks. And I love the EEM. Look at this thing. Look at the breakout we're getting ready to have. All right. So look at the multi-year. I wish I could get more years on this. Look at see, I got the gray box, right? If it breaks out of here, this thing is going to go. We're going to see a run like back here in the 2003, 4, 5, 6 days. If it finally breaks out of this, what is this? A 10-year consolidation, 12-year consolidation? Whew, it's going to go. So I'm liking the EM. I like how it's breaking out above that yellow line. So I'm long. I'm in it for the long term. It's up 3% today. Also, I bought an ETF called LIT. It's the lithium battery ETF. It's a little high for me, but I bought it anyway because I just think this is the future. You see how we got oil kind of crashing. Let's see what oil's doing today. This is the OIH. Yeah, it's down. Let me see Exxon. Yeah, up 7 cents. Marathon's up 2%. It's $4. But you see what I'm saying? I think it's that whole battery thing. And I think Tesla's in there. Tesla's having a great day, I think, as well. No. Hold up, man. Tesla was up huge today, wasn't it? Yeah, Tesla was $4.35. They sold it off. Wow. That's worrisome, okay? That's not good. I don't know if they sold that for a source of funds to buy the Google and the Apple and the PayPal and the Square and all that other stuff. Maybe, but not good. Not good. I hate when it seems like they should have some kind of participation on that. But all right. So yeah, let me see. LIT's still up though. Yeah, it's up 1.75. So I got a little bit of that. I got a little bit of the EEM, and I sold a Ford, just one for $800. I sold a Ford put. That expires out in January, middle of January somewhere, for like $1.25, something like that. The 8 put. So I'm getting in at $7 or $6, something like that. No, I don't. I think it was 56 cents. So I sold it at 8. I sold the 8. So if it gets assigned to me, which if it closed today, right now it would be, if it gets put to me, I'll be getting in at $7.50 or something like that. I wanted to just buy. I just bought one because I used my other money to buy the EEM and LIT. So I was like, let me just get a little bit of Ford. And I already got out of the Ford. I had sold the 7s for like 30, 40 cents a while ago. They all cashed out today. I bought them back at 6 cents. So I just got ahead and sold 1.8, right? And that will put me in somewhere around $7.50, so $7.45. So I like Ford. I like the autos. Not that much, but I like them. Maybe they could turn around. It seems like they're trying to, and you can see how it's in a channel. It's just to tell, man. Will we break out of this channel? I mean, they're coming out with the new vehicles. The whole leaving the gas. Remember, because was it California and another state, can't have gasoline vehicles past 2035, and I think more states are going to adopt to that. So they got to get their electric game in, in. They got to get in on it. And that's another thing where I kind of a little bit leery of Tesla, because now you're getting the other players, Volkswagen, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, they getting in, man. This competition is coming. It's on your ass. They are getting in. So be careful. It's not going to be that easy for them no more. And they have infrastructure. You could, your Ford mess up, you take it to the dealer. Your Tesla mess up, I don't even know what you do. Where you go? Anyway, so just, long shot. And then when they bring back the dividend, hopefully I can get some divs on that. So that's why I just bought the one share, or I sold the one. And if it stays above 8, it's down today. But if it goes above 8, 30 cents, that'll be free money. All right. So yeah, your Facebook to 300. I feel the same way. I think it reaches an all-time high, just like Google did today. I think, why did I think Facebook? Yeah, this is a bull flag, y'all. I don't know why I thought Facebook's high was like 312, 313. Let me clear all this out. We're looking at the monthly. By the way, one of the best, I'm lost for words here. One of the best, charts, directions. Look at the monthly. It gets rid of all of that noise of up and down, up and down. You can kind of see what's going on. You can see that 2-year consolidation, right? You can see the breakout, right? And then you can see the flag. And what happens, generally, if it breaks out of that flag, we'll get this breakout. That's 200 to, wow, that's an 80-point move. So it'll be like 380. Just saying what it is. I know it's only 287, but it'll be somewhere around there, 350, 380. Let's call it like that. And this is a monthly. So it's not like that's going to happen tomorrow. That'll be somewhere over here at the end of 2021, at the end of 2020. So look at how the moving averages finally, right? It was going sideways. Now they finally starting to take off and catch up to the stock. And by the way, Facebook, if you look at the fundamentals, the growth rate, next year's growth rate is the same as the forward PE. That is a buy every single time, if you can find that. And who else has a stock that's matched up like that is Google. And that's why I'm in both of them. Because there's value there, right? And people hate it because, the government's coming after them. By the way, that's another reason why Google's up. They think that the government might not come after them as hard because there'll be a switch in the E word. So, I think that's one of the reasons why. And all of the social media, how they getting, so that's why I think that these guys are moving really hard. Do you have? Yeah, I own Walmart. I own gosh, what is it? I sold like damn, is it put spreads? I think I sold the 140, 135. Like that's like a year out. 9 of them. Something like 9 of them. So yeah, I got a Walmart position. And I'm liking Walmart as well. It's up. It's not up much today, but I think when Walmart Plus, when they start dropping numbers on Walmart Plus, I think we're gonna be like, oh! And look how this is flagging as well. See how it's going sideways? So we lift it off, and it's not giving it back. This is 3 months, and it's holding this level. That's good. That's good. So eventually, hopefully, we do catch a pop, and I don't know when that pop's gonna be. Earnings 11. It could be this. What is that, next week? Another 10 days or so when they report earnings, and they'll give us some insight on how that Walmart Plus thing is going. And if it's better than expected or whatever, it's gonna blow. So I like Walmart. Now if it sucks, it's gonna decline. But I think if it does, that's a buying opportunity. I might buy more. So this portfolio that y'all see here all the time, and I would just put the remember I used to do on the other channel, I used to do the what is that? The YouTube stories. I don't have enough subs and stuff on this channel, so I would just put that out and show you what's going on with those numbers. But every portfolio, all 4 of them is doing well today. And gosh, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot what anyway, I like Walmart. I like Walmart. Y'all got anything else going on? What's going on? Anybody else in here? Do I got two people up in here? I might. Let me see. I got the jewelry box. That's one. I got Rags to Riches. I think if you're still in here, that's two. And Cash Mag, that's three. By the way, I appreciate all you guys, man. All you. I think my channel should actually be bigger. Oh, by the way, check out the podcast. I've been doing some podcasts, and I dropped that link in the last video. So check the description in the last video. Yeah, I think I should be much better. I'm giving y'all this. You go back, man. My picks are solid. They pretty solid. I need to listen to more of my advice, because when I got out of my Google, I left 2,000 on the table. I'm so pissed about that, but I got right back in. That was a good thing. You said, I think I want to buy a Leap for Walmart. Not bad, especially now volatility is coming in a little bit and it's not up big. It looks like it might want to retreat since it's, it looks like it might want to come down. This is the 5 minute. Let me pull up the hourly, see what we got going here. Yeah, I mean, not bad, but be careful. We got earnings coming up. I think it'll be good, but I don't know. You just got to decide. Do call spreads, by the way. Buy a call, all right? So, like, if you come here, I don't buy too many straight calls. It's very risky. You need it to go up damn near immediately. But if you come up here and let's say this Leap, January 1st, 22nd, right? You come out here and you say, I'm liking Walmart. I like buying at the monies, by the way. Well, let's say you want to buy this. Let's buy that at the money, right? Instead of paying $1,520 for it, sell the 180, right? So buy this, right? Buy the vertical. So I'm gonna buy this 150 and this 24 Delta. Let's sell that one. We don't think it's gonna reach that. So sell. I'm sorry, that's buy the 145 and sell the 180. That'll cost $1,000. Right? That's, $1,000 and you're in the trade for a year. So let's go ahead and look at that. And I'm analyzing the trade. This is not the day. Hold on, man. Wait, did I sell the Leap? January 22nd. Let me go to there. So I'm using my account. 21. Wait a minute. 21. No. There we go. Let's zoom out to there. All right. So basically, we put $1,000 in, right? So the most you can lose is that. Most you can lose is 1,000. But if this thing were to go up to 180, you're gonna make $2,495 on that. You're almost gonna triple your money, right? Your 1,000 is gonna be 2,500. Well, 1.5 times. That's a good thing. Your break even is right here, right at 155. So if you think Walmart can get to 155 by next January, not this January, next January, you could just set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about buying that call and losing value because the thing is going up and down, up and down, up and down. You just need this thing to go 155 and you got a break even trade. If it can get to 160, you'll make $500 on your trade. And now this is at closing. This is at January, next year, right? So you made 50%. You made 50% on $1,000. Where you can't get that from a bank, So even if it just got to 160, you're cool. You're good with that, right? So here's a trade that you can do that I do a lot. Now I'm getting ready to drop some gold, okay? So you'll need to listen. Let's go back to the Analyze tool, right? I'm gonna buy this 145. And I'm going to sell the 150. That only costs $2.03. Okay? I'm buying the 145, selling the 150. I'm going to do that 5 times. Right? So there's the same $1,000. Okay? Now let's look at that. Analyze trade. Let's do the one. Here we go. Same kind of trade. All right. So now, for the most part, we're going to make the most we can make is $1,500 on that trade. We're going to lose 1,000. That's the same. And the most we can make is 1,500, 1,475. But you know what? The thing that's got to go above 150. If it stays above 150 by next year, you just doubled. You just one time, 1.5 times your money. You know what I mean? Or two. That's basically, you doubled your money and then some. I think I did it right. 1.5. Yeah. 1,000 times 1.5 is 1,500. You just 1.5 times your money. And all you needed to do is go up a couple of bucks. That's the trade. But people are so impatient. They're so impatient. They got to make money tomorrow and they got to do this and they got to check the top stocks and this and that. This is how I trade. This is exactly how I trade. But now when I have a hunch, I might buy a call. I might buy a call spread or sell this. I got different things in my my bag, whatever. I can't even think of the right word, right? So, but this is how I do it in my long-term portfolio. I just kind of set it and forget it, man. I think it could go above 150. The odds are definitely in your favor, So here's this gray area, right? When it turns, it's kind of predicting the most it'll move is over here by $185. We just need to go to 150, right? So it's at 140. That's $3 from now. Can the thing move $3 in a year? I think so. So that's the trade. And just be patient. You sit on it. You're going to blow everybody that possibly, anybody that's trading, you're going to blow them out of the water with your portfolio, with your performance. Because you're getting doubles. You're catching doubles every year. That's what you need to do. And you're laid back. You're not even checking the portfolio. You're just like, yeah, man, just kick. What's Walmart doing? And if it goes down, no big thing. Now, also, I'll tell you, with a trade like that, let's say it does go down. Let's say Walmart, and y'all seen me do it on Facebook when it went down to right when they was coming after it, and it went down to like 205. When it comes down, let's say it goes to 130, and they're like, oh man, what you could do is you could buy these short calls back. You could just buy them back. Now you're in the long calls. You're like, wow. Now the trade is a little more riskier, but you made a lot of money to the downside with the short calls. So now you can just buy them back. And now you got long calls going forward. So if it bounces back up, you're damn near doubled your money just by reaching the same price it was before it went down. And now you don't have to wait for it to the end of the year or whatever. So that's how I kind of trade. And that's the secret sauce. I just gave it to you for free. It's probably only 3 of you guys listening, but you're my best buds, man. So y'all can have that. If I ever did a course or whatever, that would be like my main thing that I would be talking about. But I don't got time for that, man. Yo, guys, I'm just trying to make money. I want everybody to make money. I don't say follow me. I don't want you, because I'm nobody. I always say I'm a truck driver. But, if you follow me for a long time and you can kind of see that you go back and like, man, he was kind of right about that. Yeah, he was right. Yeah, maybe I should have. You got to do your own thing. You got to come up with your own ideas. But if you piggyback, it's okay. But don't come after me if you lose a lot of money, because I do lose money. I lose a lot of money. All right? I lose a lot of money. But I make more money than I lose. So you see what I'm saying? Kind of, you gotta be able to take the downside as long as the upside. You gotta be able to have, what's the time? Is it 3:15? Market's open for another 45 minutes. I'm up 75. You gotta be able to be down 75 and be able to live with that. Okay. And then, hopefully things turn around your way, because every time I show my numbers, or that's why I even stopped showing them, because I was like, man, yeah, remember that? Remember I used to show them a lot, and I stopped because I was losing a lot of money. And I was able to handle it, but I needed to do something different, and I needed to just concentrate. I just needed to, all right, I got to just focus. I got to get back to the basics, all right? And I was just focusing on myself, my portfolio, my trades. I don't even think I was coming online that much. I think I slowed down. But I turned it around like within weeks, just from kind of focusing, right? I had to just refocus, right? So you have to be able to take the down with the up. I mean, we could crash tomorrow, I hope not. And then I then gave it all back, and then be like, okay, now what, right? You got to be ready. So just kind of keep that in mind for the most part. You know, I still don't think we're out of the water with the market because we still have a lot of uncertainty with this, you know what. And is dude gonna leave? You see my little arrow? I'm thinking it's gonna come down, but wow, what a turnaround! I thought with this down, it looked like it was gonna kind of give it up, but no, it's fake out. Anyway, so what do we got here? I said you're talking about listen to yourself. Yeah, I talk more sense than I trade. When I'm trading, when I put on trade, I don't know who the hell's putting on that trade, but sometimes it ain't me. And I'm like, but yo, I don't know, man. I gotta watch my own videos so I could be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that, But it's funny. It's funny how I say that. Long end. You want me to pull up AMD? Um, I was looking at one stock. It's up 6% today. I like this. Now I'm liking AMD. See how if we look at this, let me clear these averages out. The drawings. And when was the best time to buy AMD? We're looking at the weekly. Here, right? We're looking in hindsight. Here. And damn near here. And why am I saying that? Because see how it's hitting, it comes back into the averages. Every single time it was a buy point, it actually breached the purple line. Now, it didn't do that yet, so you could be a little bit premature, but it's looking in the past, it's kind of probably okay to start a position to kind of, hey, this is pretty low, and it never crapped out, right? And things are lined up for AMD now. I mean, Intel's giving up the ball, so what did they bought some company? I forgot what they bought, but they getting ready to go on Apple phones, right? I think they're using Apple's using their own stuff. What are they getting ready to? I don't know. Things are lined up for AMD, but those are the buy points, right? See, if it was up here, that wouldn't be a buy point. This is what I was trying to tell people: it's too high as a hockey stick, right? No, these were the buy points. Go back on any chart and just circle the buy points and be like, see what they have in common, and then wait for the next buy point. And when you see that, and I was like, no, it's not one. Now, sometimes they come back into the range, right? Back down into the moving averages, and then that could be a buy point. Or they go sideways and let the averages catch up to them, right? So see, and this one went sideways. Now, I like this one better because it didn't give up the elevation. It went up and stayed up. And it's just in pause. It's in resting mode, waiting for the averages to catch up. And then, now that they caught up, it could go higher from here. It might still come a little lower because before it goes higher, but not much. By looking at the chart, by the way, I'm just looking at the chart all right? But look here, right? It breached the purple line. The purple line for me is the 20 period weekly. It's the 20 period weekly. Every single time it breached that purple line. So it didn't do it here yet. So it might come down a little further, but maybe not, right? So sometimes you can't be too specific because you'll miss the trade. How many times that happened to me? Like, oh man, this happens a lot with traders. Yeah, I'm getting in at the 1536. Because I'm setting my little, buy order, and then the stock comes down to 1537, then rips, and you missed it because of a penny. You missed it because of a penny. To me, if it just gets close to 1536, I want in. I want to start getting in because sometimes that happens. So I don't know with this position, can you necessarily sit until it gets here? So you're kind of like, all right, let me take a little bit. It's close. And we came down. Let's pull up the daily now. You can see what happened. Actually, the daily came down twice. And it's at the bottom of the range as well. Clear all this stuff out. Right? Look at that. Look how it just bounced totally off support perfectly. Right? So there's your buy point. I'm putting the yellow there. And then you could see, let's go ahead and draw this. Oh, shoot. right here. Upper end, right? So it's in a range. Kind of fake out, right? You thought it was going to blow. Remember, every time I tell you guys, if you follow me, Cashmatic, you might know. You're here all the time. I always say when you expect, right, when it happens, when something is supposed to happen and don't, it goes to the bottom of the range. I don't know. It does it all the time. Right? So you expect it to, yeah, this is taking off. I'm going long. And when it rejects it, it's going straight to the bottom. It happens. It's almost 100% guaranteed trade. I don't know why that phenomena is, but it happens. Here, right, this is really a sell because it didn't happen, right? It comes up to the top, sell, bottom, buy. Once it comes up here, it's a sell. It has to prove itself, right? So once it breaks out of this range, off to the races. Off to the races again. But for now, it's in the range, and let's just hope. But I like it. I like it as far as now this is the monthly. The monthly looks like it needs to go sideways a little bit longer. Let these averages catch up, right? So longer term, that's what needs to happen if you want in for the long way. The weekly, kind of not yet, almost. You can start picking it up. The daily, for sure. There it is, bottom of the range. But looking at the monthly and whatnot, it looks like this might stay in the range a little longer. And that's also why you want to pull up multiple time frames, man. I never look at a stock. First of all, I always hang out. My favorite charts are the 4-hour, and it's not the daily, believe it or not. I don't know. I like the 4-hour, the weekly, and the monthly. Just gives me a better picture. I like to cycle kind of through all the ranges to kind of see what's up. You said Cashmatic. Oh, you just throwing tickets at me. You've been doing your work, man. I got you. Xilinx, is that it? You said you got a good channel. It's just too many financial. I don't know, man. I've been seeing some new jacks get in, and I've been doing this for almost 2 years. And I don't know what I got to do different. I think I got to be white. That's what I really think. But I don't know what I got to do different to catch the wave. But I see people jump right in, and they're pretty damn boring and fall asleep, and they all of a sudden they getting hundreds of views, thousands of views, and they really talking nonsense, and they want to sell you something, or begin to sell you something, or just talking all that technical stuff. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I talked about it in a previous video. I talked about damn near everything I know, which is not much. My trading got better when I got all that shit off the screen. When I stopped worrying about this and that chart and this and what this is doing and that and this and colliding with this and this gap and that and it. Once I got rid of all that stuff, my trading got way better. And look what I do. All I do is draw boxes and lines. That's it. That's all I do, right? You don't see me talk about any other technicals. I like my slow stochastic, but you notice I don't refer to it that much. I like it. It depends. It helps support my belief. So if I think this is going up and I'm like, oh, look, and the stochastic is going up. That's like, all right, it's looking really good. Same here. Look at the stochastic starting to turn, right? So I like that. That's helping me out. So I like looking at volume. I like looking at so stochastic, but you got to find out what works for you. To tell you the truth, I don't even need the volume in the slow stochastic. I just look at the price action. What's happening, man? Look at the size of these candlesticks. How's trading with the rest of the market? Relative strength. I don't need the relative strength meter or whatever because I just can tell. I could tell if, AMD's up 6%, but the market's up 4%. Well, the relative strength in AMD is pretty damn good. So that's how I look at it. And I tell you, what's been hot? AMD, NVIDIA, Google, y'all know them. I don't got to go through the list. I was going to say not Google as much, but I don't have to go through the list. But they always come back to the tech stocks or what's hot, what's going to make them money. They always come back to growth, always. So they sell off for a little bit, and that's the time you got to start scooping them up. You just got to make sure they don't have problems in their business. So like we saw with Facebook, we saw with Google. I'm trying to think. Who else? Microsoft. Let me see what Microsoft is doing. These guys had excellent earnings. Microsoft up 5%. And when they tank like they did on earnings, like here was earnings and it went, that's when you know, like, yeah, I gotta get some of this, man. It was a perfect quarter. They just sold it off. They coming back to it. You better believe that. So that's something I learned as well, and I've been kind of putting that out there. They love the growth, especially in a time like this with no interest rates and half the stocks not doing shit. These hedge fund managers, we're coming into crunch time for them in December, and you better believe a lot of them I feel has got to get on board, because now the report card is coming out, and a lot of them get fired when they don't beat the S&P. They get fired. So let's look. I got the year up. Is this year? And I know I can't think of the guy's name's fun, but the dude's down 9%, and he's famous. I don't know if he'll get fired though, because I think he's too much. All right, so it looks like the S&P for the year is up 7%. All right, right around 7.5%. So if these funds are coming in, these managers and hedge funds and all, they coming in at, we made 1%. You paid them all that money, you could have just bought the SPY. You know what they lose their jobs. You know what I mean? So they have to be. And let me tell you something, they pulled out. If they truly pulled out with this election, and they done missed a good 5%, man, now they really got to get in. They running out of time. December's coming up quick. So it's just something to think about, right? So they all got it wrong. They all got it wrong. And you know who got it right? The Robin Hooders. Yep, that's me and you too, even though I'm not physically on Robinhood. And they call us the Robin Hooders. We getting it right. Look, these guys could have watched my channel. They could have watched my video on Sunday and knew what to do. You said you fired Trey. Not me. I'm up three. I gotta be up. I'm up about 300% this year. And y'all, I've been just go back. I haven't been doing anything. I don't know. I'm up 300% if you add all my portfolios, and that's what it is. So I'm doing well. Now, then you probably say, man, he's trading aggressively, and you can't trade. Yeah, I'm probably a little aggressive, but not all the time. I think I could, yeah. I think that's like normal. No, it was a great year because of look at the chart. That's why it was a great year. You just had to be long, And I got long. I was getting long down here. I was out here. Remember, I was out all of this. I was out. I was like, damn, man, I'm missing out. And when it dropped about 10, 15, 12 or so percent, I got back in. And then it dropped. It was dropping. I was like, oh shit, I'm early. Damn. God damn it. This is the move I was waiting for. And I got in early. But what I started doing was I was buying more, just like the Robin Hooders, right? They was getting their checks getting in. I was buying more. And I think right about here I broke even. And then off to the races. So from the low to, let's say today, I mean, should be up 55%. So the low, throw some options trading in there. Options is always, you're going to make some damn profits. Throw that in there. Yeah, so 300%. See, what do you think about ARK? I was in ARK way back. I like ARK. It's a great fun. I was in it when it wasn't even performing that well. One of the first persons that knew about ARK, the Catherine Woods Fund. One thing I don't like what's going on now is see that? And that's a fun. I don't like that stick, man. And that's why I'm like, it's up 4.32% today. And a lot of this is Tesla. She owns, is it 10 to 15% in Tesla. It's a real focus fund. And it's good holdings. Then you got ARKQ. So same thing. If you're into this, I would own both of them. So if you got $1,000, put $500 in each. Yeah, I like it. I just don't like. I mean, she killed it. She's not getting fired. She killed it. This woman could have any job she wants now on Wall Street. I mean, she was nailing these stocks when they were BS, when it was garbage coming up, so she killed it. And this is, I think, relatively a new fund, but I like them. They got a high expense ratio. Remember what it is, but it's kind of high compared to an average one, but you're getting the performance. So, and it's an actively traded ETF. So, I like it. Look, it's only up 1.69%. This is the ARKQ, the autonomous technology. ARKK is the innovation ETF. This is up 4.38%. Let's see. Q's is up 4.36. So I guess I like the ARKK a little better, but I like it. Yeah, I was back in it like here, somewhere around here. And when I sold out, I had Deborah in it as well. She was in it, and she sold out. Look, I sold out right when the market just started taking off. When it started taking off, she started getting good. Look at that. But it's good. She's in tune to with the world and knowing where it's going. So I think it probably still goes higher. She's very in tune. I love hearing her talk. She's got some YouTube videos as well. Sometimes she's on CNBC and Bloomberg. Listen to her talk. So in tune, and she's been right. That's the one thing about investing. When you have your thesis and you're right, it pays off huge. You're the first one to kind of get on board. Pays off huge. That's why you got to have your own themes. Because by the time you tag along with somebody else's, you probably missed the move. I remember when I got in Square at 60. I missed this. Well, I'm in Square now. I caught a lot of the Square run. I was in and out, but I messed up Square because I was in here. I was in this first trend. Let me see. Why am I? That's all it's showing me. Yeah, I was in here, right? And I remember this. I lost money here. Went from 100 to 50. I'm like, come on, man. It was Jack Dorsey doing Twitter sucked at the same time, too. And then it made a run back to 70. I was like, okay, look at the Square. It's getting action again. Then boom, right back down to 60. I remember all these moves. And then it came up again. I was like, all right, that's Square. I had my eye on it. Then boom, right back down to 55. And I just took my eye off the ball. Right around that drop, I think. I was like, Square ain't going to do crap. It's just dumb. It's not going to break out. And of course, everything dropped here. That was a great pickup. You could pick up some Square for $30. And when it broke that 100, I'll say that was the level to definitely get into. And I think I did get in that. I think I got into about this 105 area. And I caught a little bit of this move, and then I bought calls, and then I sold further out of date calls, and that's my position. I think I bought the 130. I'm long the 130, short the 135s. I bought the 130s naked, and then as it made some money, then I sold the 135s, and I just kind of kept it, and it's making its money. So let's see what happens. And they expire next year, so hopefully it doesn't do one of these tanks again. They're getting ready to report. Now, the last earnings they reported, remember they was talking about how Bitcoin and they made all this money off of the Bitcoin stuff, and then we saw PayPal get into Bitcoin as well with the app, Venmo or whatever. So now I think Bitcoin has exploded since the last earnings report. So possibly it's even that much more powerful. So I actually think Square, I'm not putting a play on it, is going to really destroy earnings based on the last earnings report. So that's my little prediction on Square. And it seems like the market is catching up. This sell-off, I was like, wow, they bringing it in. It's 200 down to 150. So it looks like it wants to run into the earnings. I have a feeling it's going to keep going up into earnings. Kind of did the same thing right about here, right? Did I miss anything? Oh, Xilinx. Oh, but yeah, I was talking about, they bought Xilinx. What did I say? Citrix? I can't remember what I said. Yeah, so AMD is the new Intel. Remember, Intel had a long run. It's over. I remember AMD, you could have bought it for $5. That stock was $5 for so long. And I build computers. I got a computer. I buy AMD's chips rock. And I was like, why is this a $5 stock? I should have been loading up on that thing, man. $5. Everybody got $5. Every time you go to McDonald's, buy number one, just buy a share of AMD. You said you still sell 135, buy 130s. I bought the 130s, I believe, and I sold the 135s when it went up. That's what I kind of like doing when I'm long a call. Like let's say Square, I buy. Oh, we already did this, right? Let's delete that trade. Let's say I buy this 175. It's a year out. Cost $3,800. By the way, you want to make money. I don't know how much money you guys got, but don't be afraid of these type positions. Like this will cost you $3,890. That's how you make money. You're not gonna. You can lose it all. You can't, but don't be afraid of don't let that scare you because you just can't. You'll miss out on good trades. Let's put it that way. You'll miss out on good trades just because the price is steep or whatever. You won't lose that kind of money tomorrow or anything like that. But you got to position size correctly for your comfortability, however I say that word. But don't let that scare you. That's another thing when my trading got a little better. I was like, oh man, I can't buy an option that's 3,890. So what do? You go to a stock like Marathon, right? And you come here and you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this option for $16. Man, this ain't going nowhere. I mean, Square's $3,800 for a reason. Okay, so that's what I'm getting at. I don't want y'all to see something like, wow, that's pricey. And you don't trade it because you want to go to a cheaper stock that ain't doing shit. You need to trade. You need to be in the ones that's going up. Anyway, back to Square. I hope you understand my point. But position size is still important, okay? But that's when you could sell the call spread. You don't have to buy a straight call, right? So you buy this for $3,890 and sell this for $3,000. It's $200 call, right? That's going to take $3,000 off the price and it cost you $890. Or you could sell this one, the $3,600, it cost you $200. We went over that scenario. All right, so basically you buy this call, it goes up $5, $10, so let's say $5, and this done made, instead of $3,800, you can see the delta is 60, so it would probably go up $400. Now it's $3,900. Okay, now you go ahead and sell the 180, right? So you sell the 180 now, and you're almost locked in it's almost a free trade at that point, right? So that's what I kind of do. I buy a call. If I buy calls, there's two ways I enter. It's actually too long for a video, but I'll either buy the call, let it go up, and then I'll spread it. I'll sell something against it, kind of locking that price. That's if I still want to be in the trade, just like Rags to Riches did with PayPal. And that was excellent selling that option for the most part. I think he took it off and then put back on a spread. Or I buy the spread, like the 175 180. I just buy it straight up for $1.68. And let's say it goes down, it goes against me $5 or whatever. Then I'll buy the short call back and just be long the call. So I do that a lot. If that short call starts making a lot of money, because I'll just buy it and be long the call, take my chances. But I don't know why I was talking about that for right now. So I remember when I got Square at 60. Yeah, that ratio is high. I just had to. You said I just pay her to pick that shit I don't know nothing about. You just pay her? I'm kind of lost, Rags. I know. Anyway, you said you sell at 135. Anyway, that's kind of what I do. Chopper, I was in food. I was a fool buying during that recovery there. Which recovery? Didn't you make a lot of? You talking about when I was just talking about the when stocks were basically in March, and buy Xilinx. I'm just making sure I didn't miss any comments, y'all. Yeah, I think I got them all. Anyway, I forgot to put this on Twitter or whatever to kind of promote this feed. I had problems with my OBS. It lost all its settings and was forgetting everything. I was like, oh man, I don't even know if I can go live. It's saying I got 3 people. I get no love on the YouTube still. He was talking about Carrier? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. When during the recovery, you didn't buy. Let me see something. Carrier. That's the stock I gave you. Look at that thing, man. 30. Oh man. Yeah, Chopper, man. I gave you that at $22. I wrote it up to 30 myself. I think I had I think I got back. No. I didn't give you. I gave you Glassworks, which is still looking good. You got in down here at 24. Somehow, anyway, the thing is 33. I was in the Carrier. Now, by the way, I like this. I like the way this chart looks. It looks like it wants to go higher. And damn, that was an excellent trade. I forgot why I got out, but I made a lot of money in it. So, I got mine. I should have repositioned the trade, but Industrials caught it. Yeah, I like Carrier. They caught a bid. Look at that volume coming in right here. Right? So it shows me just by looking at that, right? Look at that. It wants to go higher. Right? Even here, you could see the volume just starting to pick up. You had this, then you see the volume start to pick up. Stock doesn't do much. Now it's starting to pick up more, and then there it is, high. It could use a little pullback, but it's definitely telling me it wants to go higher. It's one of the reasons why I also like looking at, I'm dropping all kinds of jewels today, man. I shouldn't be doing this, but you guys, you're solid. My 3 peoples. The 4 hours. And I could, when you look at this and you look at the volume, you see these days right here? Let me see if I can circle them. Right? Especially when the stock is, I'll circle all this. Especially when it's above. That yellow line is that average, right? That's the average volume. And when the stock also doesn't sink, see, nobody's trading it really. And it's still kind of going up. But when you start to see these, even here, right? You just got to analyze this a little bit. On these up days and it doesn't really go up that much, that's institutions getting in. That's what that is. That's them getting in. Notice you don't see nothing over here and it was still going up, right? So you still had it going up, but you don't see these. Draw this. Yeah. Right, so it went from 30 to 33, almost 10%. You don't really see that. Now you're starting to see it pick up in volume slowly, and then you get the blow, right? That's institutions getting in. They can't get in like me and you get in. Yeah, give me 10 shares, right? They gotta, when they try to buy millions, they it's gonna show, it's gonna print. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me get 50,000 shares of Carrier. And they might keep buying 50,000 or whatever, and you can kind of almost pick it out on stocks that you only really can see that on. You won't really see it like on an Apple. You see it on these kind of stocks, So that's what's happening right there. Mr. Fire, what's up, man? I saw you. Yeah, you was on the in the comments. Thanks for. I don't usually even go live. I definitely don't. I stopped going live this way. Was doing the Friday lives on Zoom. I be screwing it up all the time. I definitely know how to go live here. By the way, after this video is over, I'm going to delete it. but I'm recording it at the same time. So then I'm going to re-upload it because YouTube just doesn't, on these videos, on these lives, first of all, it takes forever to render. And then they just don't give you the love for whatever reason. I thought YouTube likes lives. So I'm going to upload it as a regular video. He said, no, I'm not in the Neo. I missed it. I'm afraid of those Chinese companies. By the way, see what happened to Baba yesterday? Even though it was a buying opportunity, this thing was down, 10%? It's crazy. A lot of people lost money there. But it looks like it's coming back today. And I think that's because what happened? Baba. Oh, there's an IPO. What's that IPO called? I can't think. Anyway, they froze the IPO. And for some reason, Baba took a hit because Jack Ma owns a lot of it or something like that. And I was like, well, that seems like, why is it going? I still don't know why it went down 10%. Anyway, I just don't trust I don't like the Chinese companies. Anyway, so you talked about Neo. And yeah, it's just fire. I'm afraid about Neo. I think Lufkin Coffee. And that's why I don't know, man. They'll come out and they was cooking the books or whatever, and so I'm afraid. But it's fire, man. You're making money on that. I missed it. I probably would have been in it a little bit. I think actually, no, I wasn't. But it's going up too much. You know what stock I'm in? And don't laugh. Don't laugh. Virgin Galactic. I was doing some reading on it. And it's even down today. It's getting its ass kicked. Basically I got a trade way out here, right? I think it's way out here, 800 days away. Okay, 2 years out, and I bought some kind of call spread, the 30, 35, something. So basically, if this thing starts working, it's gonna make me some money. I was just looking at look at the options premiums even. Look at how it's the 35. The stock is trading at 18. So if it catches a double, that's still trading at $7 if you want to buy that. Look at the call. Look at the volume here. Look at the volume on the put side. There's none way out here. So I do think that for some reason this is going to turn. And their dream, it's going to become a possibility. And I've been looking at it, I'm like, wow, this thing could actually work. So I don't know too much about it. Just did some reading on it. Was trying to pull up everything. And I put this on a while ago. When I put it on? Right here. So right here, thinking it was going to break out, and it kind of sold off. So, but it's a two-year option. So we'll see what happens. I'm thinking that we can catch another one of these, because if you do, it reminds me of Tesla, which was right here, I think. It's hard to look at it because it's split. Remember Tesla broke? And it was like, wow, it's crazy. I think it went up to, that was 1,000. And then it came all the way down to 500, right? Remember that? And then look, since off to the races. People thought this move was crazy. And not only it beat that, it's unbelievable. So anyway, looking at space, Virgin Galactic, high, right? Comes back down, cuts it in half, and then sideways, even going higher, right? So, I'm thinking maybe it can do a Tesla on us. Let's see what these earnings are going to look like. Damn, that's tomorrow after the bell. See what it looks like. Very speculative. Okay, I'm totally speculative, just throwing something out there. See what sticks. All right, but wasn't a fan of it, and some of the reading got me going, and the options action like CNBC. What I've been showing you in the options, like, wow, okay, this thing is priced to kind of go up. And so we'll just see. We'll see what happens. You said Baba the next time. Yeah, true. But I don't know. It's just the Chinese company. But you know, you could always just buy Amazon. I think Cashmatic, you watch what's his name? I think he checked me out before. I see you up in his comments. Tracking markets, dude. LaSalle. And he's kind of the same way. He says, why don't you just buy Amazon then? If it's the Chinese Amazon, buy Amazon. You know, he doesn't like the Chinese companies either. You know, that's the way, that's how I would play it, to tell you the truth. I would just buy Amazon. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to have a substantial position and wake up and lost half my money because they was cooking books or doing something like that. Although I know Alibaba is real, Jack Ma's the real deal. But still, man, there's Chinese companies. He said, meaning that you bought $20 Neo puts today. I don't trust them. Oh, you bought the puts? Really? Today, too. What made you do it today? Because it's up 6%. It does look like once come down, the thing is just starting to go straight up now. So, but $20. Yeah, I think. Oh, maybe you bought it going into the earnings. Is that why? Just don't trust it. And I saw they cars. I think I seen the right picture, and I was like, man, it's sweet. They're nice. But look what happened with the truck people. You know what I mean? Where they push the truck. That looked nice, you know. So I don't know. I just don't trust them. There's a lot of stories, you know, with the Chinese, you know. So, but for a trade, I mean, anything works for a trade. If you're just trying to trade it like Rags to Riches is, anything, just trade it. Boom, you know. So that's cool. If you're just trading it, cool. But this is my trade. I'm in 2 stocks. One of my first videos, I was like, just get yourself a handful of stocks, 5 stocks, and trade those. Don't look around. That's why I think my channel's kind of boring. Maybe that's why I don't get the views, because I talk about the same stocks all the time. And I just wait for them to make their move. Like they're moving now, then they're going to go sideways, and then I got nothing to talk about. Then I kind of maybe got to try to find a new stock, and then it'll go up. You know, so I don't jump around a lot. I trade the same stocks. Now, when I do my long portfolios, and the reason why that portfolio is really on fire, because the whole time I've been buying those dividend growth companies. I've been buying those forever while they was being just depressed. You know, like Caterpillar's been hot lately. I was buying that down here at 120. You know, when it was down here, maybe at 110. I was getting those. The Illinois Tool Works, you know, great dividends still. Look at that, 2.24%. I can't even think of it. One of my favorite REITs is Blue Rock Residential. I was buying it down here at $5. Anyway, 7.64%. I think I'm getting 10 yield on it because they're not losing money on their apartments. You know, this isn't a stock that's not going to get you rich, but it's income. You know, it's income. Let's call it that way. I can't think of all them other growth stocks. Union Pacific. I'm in Union Pacific as well. Can't remember when I got in, but I was buying them before they became hot, and that was my theme. Just keep buying them. Just keep buying that stuff. Of Coca-Cola. I hate Coca-Cola. I'm like, this thing don't move. But when the economy comes back and they start opening up, and when they will. Coca-Cola's been through many pandemics. Many. All right. So it's going to happen. All right. They the ones that they're going to make it. Coca-Cola, right? It'll come back. This is a good time to be scooping it up. And getting that dividend, and hopefully when at 3.34, it'll get the growth as well. I mean, it might double. It might almost double. Is that 50? Well, 60. Is it at 50? This is just, why does this look like so far? That's just $10. So that's it'll catch 20% move, you know, 20. And you get that dividend. See, if you wait till it gets up here, that dividend's only going to be like 2%, 1.8, something like that. But you can slowly scoop these up. keep buying them in, right? Buying, you could do the fractional shares now. Just keep buying and buying and buying it. And the next thing you know, everybody's gonna be wanting the Coke because the virus came out. I mean, the vaccine came out and blah blah, and they starting to sell more Cokes and stuff like that. And they're gonna start flooding into this thing again. What's up, Corona? What's up, Rona? He said, me. You said you have a lot of AT&T. I've been scooping up. I almost sold a put on AT&T. Something is not right, Cashmatic. I like it. I like the earnings. They increased the dividend. The stock is telling you something is wrong. It's gonna, even, I don't know what it is. So just be careful. That's not right. Look, it's about to break. I mean, something is wrong. I don't know what it is. Stocks will tell you the story, right? Does it look similar to this? I got all that shit on there. Does it look similar to this Exxon? Right? It's down another 0.4. Something is wrong. This is why I bought LIT, the ETF, LIT, lithium. So it's not necessarily company. We can look at Chevron, right? Oh, gosh, Chevron's about to break. Chevron's up, but this looks like puts, man. You want to make some money? Chevron put. That's going to break. Exxon's telling you it's going to break. But the H pattern. See that H? And then just does that. Do this. Come down, then up and around, and then do right, and then try to find a new low, maybe down to here. Don't know when it's gonna happen, but it looks like it's gonna happen. Something is wrong, right? So that's why I'm just worried about AT&T. See how this looks exactly the same. So don't let the dividend. And I got some shares. So, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I think I should sell it. I mean, I had a great earnings and went up to 28, I think. Look, it's already 27. It's giving it right back. So the story of what's going on is in this. It's in this chart. The story of the stock is in there. Right? So be careful. Even when it starts going up, where's it going to go? It's not like it's going to just turn around like that. It's not like it's going up to the moon. So you're basically buying it for straight up dividend. And I hear you because I like to invest like that. Like I showed you the Bluegrass Residential. But, Time Warner Cable, DirecTV, it's got the phones. I hear that. That's about it. What else is that? What's that? Gosh, Uverse. It's got all that stuff that people's just getting rid of, And I think that's what it is. It's all in that leg. And they got a shitload of debt. So yeah, look at some of them financials and you'll be like, ugh. The days of these going higher are done. Let's look at Verizon. There you go. That's what you need to get into. I don't know what's going on, but you can see the difference. Still pays a nice dividend, 4.39, right? How about the T-Mobile? I think T-Mobile, is that it? TMUS? Market's closed. T-Mobile. It's another stock. Right? How about Vodafone? Yeah, look at Vodafone. That Vodafone is what is it? Foreign. They own shares. It's like the Verizon overseas. I can't remember. I just don't like that business. Here's one, and I don't know too much. They had an excellent earnings. Skyworks Solutions. Skyworks SK. I thought it was SKSYK. Skyworks. I thought that was it. Let me spell it. Skyworks. SWKS. I think they fell on their earnings. But that's one. I forget what they do, but it's something to do in the cell phone industry. Because I think they make towers or I can't remember. But do some research on them. I think you'll like them. 1.43% dividend. Right, so they're up a little bit. T-Mobile is push 5G. Okay, yeah, so there you go. I think that I pulled up several. It looks like T-Mobile is the way to go. Do you see gas going? I seen it. We pulled that up. No. Not with, remember like California, I think Jersey's the other one. No gas cars within, in 2035. And, the other makers are going to do this. The other states will probably do the same. With the Roni thing still going around, the factories and stuff, they're not using all that oil, and I don't know, it just seems dead. Kramer had called it in the summer sometime. He said oil is uninvestable. This is when they was high, and I was like, what? That was one of his greatest calls ever when he said that. I think he said it up here. Exxon, I think, came out with a shitty earnings report. And it was right here. I think it was right about when it's about to break 70. And look at that 30. And it's still that way. So I don't know. I don't like the industry anymore. It's not the future. It's not the future. Remember these stocks? These stocks you put in your drawer, you give it to your grandkids and their kids, and you just get that dividend, and growth. These were growth stocks even. It was in a Dow. And it's just not, gosh, man, these guys are going to get kicked out of the S&P 500. Anyway, too much billions has been lost. Someone has to die for losing all that money. Probably it's already. Check the swamps in Louisiana. FLU, guys want me to get rid of coronavirus. For that, I will have to come back 100 times harder this year. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't give me that murder. I don't know what you're talking. What are you talking about? FLU. I think are you a bot? Anyway, you might be a bot. All right, I guess I'm gonna end this video. Check out my stocks. So look at that. Google ended for the most part on a high, 147. See Facebook up 6.9. That's the best day I've seen for that stock in a long time. Ford got crushed. I bought some today. Facebook ended damn near at the high, 287.38. The high was 288.94. So that's what I'm in. There it is. $9,000. $9,000 day on one portfolio. I'll take it. Looking at the chart, it wants to go higher. By the way, this is the weekly. We got 2 days left. Right, we got Thursday and Friday. If this paints right, if this becomes an outside week, right, where and it's a multi, right? So zoom in a little bit more here so you can see. Let's get rid of all of this stuff, right? Let's say that, right? This week bar can kind of encompass, right, all of these weeks right here, all the way up until September 28th. Oh, that's a powerful pattern right there. Powerful. Now, some people, I think, draw the full body. I'll go down to the stem, but if it can kind of hold up here, but this is close enough anyway. This thing's going to go a lot higher. You saw Google reach this high today, and they're getting sued. They're getting sued by the DOJ. Okay? And they all-time high today. So, yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. Trucking. Okay, FLU. Good deal. You're not a bot. Please do. Yeah, man. Yo, you don't have to truck if you trade stocks. You just do this, right? How long is it gonna take you to? I made 9,000 in one day. How long is it gonna? How many miles you gotta do to get that? Right? I didn't do shit today. So if you're really good, I won't say you can make that every day, but you could. I did a video way back, 2,000 a week. You can do that. You can do that easy trading, easy. When it gets volatile, can get a little difficult. But on days like this, you could afford those difficulties, right? So you got to watch this, man. I'm telling you. That's why I try to tell my fellow truckers, I wish I could do this without going to work. I work for the post office now, driving a truck. But you know what? If I ever had to do this and this was my only income, I'll fuck up. I can't. It's too much stress. Now I gotta pay the mortgage, and I gotta make this trade work. I'll totally mess up. What makes it work for me when it's working, because it don't always work, is I don't need it. It's like, all right, if I lose it, I lose it. I just start all over again, But now if I lose it, I lose it. No, now I gotta get kicked out of the house. I gotta lose my car. I got, and all that other stuff. So you have that extra stress, of trying to make the money, and that makes me lose money. So I don't know if I could ever do it, but maybe. You said you got 4 ETFs and 1 REIT in your portfolio. VO. Okay, XLK, EEM. I like the EEM. I like the ARK. I like the O. I think the O is down today. And the VOO, that's I know what that is. I don't know why I can't. Okay, the S&P 500 Vanguard. I like them. I think you're good. The XLK was probably 3.89 today. Just looking kind of weak here. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We looked at the VOO. I like that. I like what happened here. See how that looks like it just wanting to bust. And then when I pull up the XLK, it's looking a little. I need more evidence. Look at the. I just need more. I need more. Got to see what tomorrow looks like. I don't know what's the laggard here. You said I know. Oh, I like O, Realty Income. You got to be patient with this one. Great dividend. We just need one stock I'm looking at is Walgreens Boots Alliance. I didn't make a position yet because the stock is just sitting here in the gut. I looked down 2.88 today, but great dividend, 5.5% yield. But once the economy starts coming back, I'm really going to focus and see what the hell this one's doing, because with everybody staying at home still, kind of people not going to the stores, they're not going to the Walgreens, so that's what my research, my semi research done. And I just don't like the stock is telling a story. Like I was telling was it Cashmatic? Was it whoever I was telling? I think it was Cashmatic. Right? It's saying, what the hell's wrong here? And we could blame the virus. All right, the virus, right here was that, okay? If that's the case, what happened here? What was going wrong here? So that's what makes me worried. Sometimes you can't blame it all on the situation. What was going wrong here? And this just accelerated everything. So it's like, okay, you had multi-year lows. Look, 2000. I mean, that's like when Walgreens was on fire, and you're damn near at the all-time low, So, but I'm keeping an eye on this one to see if we can get some kind of bounce or whatever. Look at the volume coming in for the downside, man. But why did I bring that up? I just tell y'all things I'm looking at. The trolls. Oh, yeah. Thanks with those guys. But I don't know. I used to have a trucking channel, Mr. Fire. And they truckers. They know what's up. I'm glad that was the old Dre Trades. This Dre Trades too. So I'm glad y'all follow me over here. So you must be kind of interested. But you guys, man, I'm telling you, y'all can get out of that truck. You ain't gotta do this. Don't listen to Chasing Andrews buying calls. I watch him. He's funny. You lose your money. Like you can't. You gotta just learn this, right? Just as you learn in trucking, right? You learning how to truck, how to be a better truck driver, to route, all that stuff. Well, pick up some books and learn about options and learn about stocks. Put that same energy into this, right? And I guarantee you can get out of there, man. You can easily make a couple $100. Well, I'm gonna need more than that, but you can make your salary. But you got to start saving that war chest. So save that money and get that war chest going. So when you start trading, you could or just invest in, really. Just invest. I won't even say trade. Invest. Like who just said it? Rags to Riches got the 4 REITs, right? VOO, XLK, EEM, ARK. Yeah, just invest. Stocks are always gonna go up, and when they go down, it's when they went down in March, it was weird how people jumped in. Meaning, where I'm going with this is, are we trained for that now? When it goes down again another 20, 30, 40, are people just going to be ready to, get me in? Before we was afraid, right? And because last time that happened in 2008, we were still paying big commissions. There was no partial funds. A lot of people was uneducated. Now we have all the apps. Everybody knows. And now if that happens again, the people just jump in. So therefore, can it happen? Does that mean we go to this ultimate bubble? No, because I know it could just come down and get us all afraid. But I don't know. It's like different era almost. Everybody's waiting for them to come down, regardless of what's going on. Regardless, they just want to buy it, and then it's like support for the stock. That's why the Robinhooders made more than these fund managers, because the fund managers was trading old school. And Robinhooders was like, give me some of that. You said long term, sit on it and forget it. Yeah, don't even look at it anymore. That's how you can kind of get that war chest going before trading. But those call spreads I was telling you, that's how I was able to develop my war chest. I was just put on call spreads. Deep out of the money. I buy, not deep, I mean leaps. Anything, it gives you time to be right. You pay more money and it's a slower way to make profit. Like I got those 130, like Square was at 200, and if I would have had short-term options, it would have been better. But I had the leaps and I still got them, but I'm going to get that money. I'm going to get it, and it just gives you more time to be right. You like when Square went down, right? I didn't panic. I'm like, Square will be up above 130 before, like, for the next year and a half, so I'm not panicking, so that's why I like that. I like leaps. Covered calls is a good position. If you can get 100 shares in anything, sell the at the money call. Yeah, you're capping your profits, but you're making money. It's like a cash machine. Nobody talks about that. But that's another way. I need to put together like a little thing to kind of tell everyone how to make that money. The easy money. That's easy. It's so easy and it's boring, but you make some cash. Easy, and you could sleep at night. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I had a great day. It was a record day for me. Share me out, guys. Hit the like button if y'all still here. I appreciate it. Share me. Nobody hits the share button. Share me on Twitter. I appreciate it. They'll just hit that share button on Twitter. Because I dropped some jewels today. I think I did, man. But I want to get out there. You know what frustrates me? It should be another video right here. Just watching my peers, man. Watching these other people They won't even show you their portfolio. I showed it to you, and I showed it. By the way, go back on my other videos. I showed it when I was down 5 grand, losing money too. So, yeah, they don't, and they got a lot of views, and they just like, whatever. Oh man, I'll get there one day. All right, y'all. So thanks for watching. Um, yeah, I appreciate Dre Trades on Instagram, Dre Trades on Twitter, and right here, Dre Trades 2 on YouTube. And I appreciate you, y'all. So hit the bell so when when I do a video. I'd go live on Fridays, but I try to do the Zoom, right? So we can talk, so you can be in the video. But I don't know, I may still do that. That setup takes forever. All right, so thanks for watching, y'all. I am Dre, and I am out. Now I have to figure how to end the stream. Let me see. Dow's up. Look at that. Biden launches legal fund. It's gonna be ugly out there. I don't know if it's gonna turn around, because JB won Wisconsin, right? We all know JB's gonna win it, and but how ugly is it gonna get? All right, now I gotta figure out how to end this video. Let's see here. Is it this? What is that? Damn, I don't know how to end this thing. Oh, I know. I gotta go to OBS. Okay, y'all. Thanks for